since I last streamed. I think it was Saturday. So I know it's only been 2 days, but a lot has happened price action wise on BTC, hasn't it? A lot has happened for sure. So let's talk about BTC here. And so this is pretty much just a classic range high to range low move. You know, so far we are getting really close to testing these range lows, this area, the support zone here. And right now around this 59,656 level, I think this is honestly a nice area to be scouting for potential longs. I think that we could get a nice bounce here. You guys miss me? It's only been 2 days. But don't worry, I'm back. There's a couple things here that has me bullish on BTC. And honestly, this dump to me is still looking more like a blessing than a curse. Reason being is the RSI here has come down to levels that we have not seen since back here in August of 2023. And that was pretty much the low of this dump. Then last time we saw RSI levels that low, this dump marked the low pretty much. Down here, this dump marked the low. Down here, marked a low of a dump. Here, I wouldn't necessarily say that it marked a temporary low before a bounce. And then here, marked another low before a pretty good bounce. So what I'm trying here is, I think a low here on BTC soon is very likely, which, as you guys know, altcoins have been getting obliterated. I mean, why did I just say that? Altcoins have been holding up really well during this dump on BTC, not getting obliterated. And so in terms of BTC, I see a potential long opportunity coming up. I see this 886 of this bat coming up at this daily level. That could potentially be a nice place to be taking a trade. About right there. Go ahead and post this for you guys. And here's the thing. This is what I'll say about taking a long right now. In my opinion, guys, only take trades down here at these levels if you're okay with some risk, because overall, don't worry about trying to time the bottom. Like if we end up coming down, taking these lows, even if we have a pump, you could easily look to get in on a potential higher low before getting in a trade. So if you don't want to be taking the risk here of longing while we're downtrending, totally fine. I would just then be patient, wait for our low to be put in, wait for at least like a local higher high before jumping in. I don't want to, overall, like I don't want to encourage necessarily long during a strong downtrend, just like shorting during a strong uptrend isn't the best move. However, what I will say is once you get to these areas with, in my opinion, good risk reward and things are starting to have nice bounces, don't be afraid to at least lower the leverage, lower your position size, and try to jump into a few positions. Overall, we're getting really good moves on altcoins, guys. Alts are holding up really well during this dump. Near, this was a good one. I'm still long near. I'll probably trim on near in a little bit. But honestly, like near BTC is doing really well here. Near Bitcoin looks like it's going to continue to push up. Our next resistance on near BTC comes in about right here. So I'm going to just mark this area on my chart to potentially trim there on my position. But this is good stuff. I like what I'm seeing. Sol BTC came to sweep these lows before its push up, so I like to see that. Sol BTC's coming to, is pretty much right now at the support zone here, guys. Why can't I move that? That's weird. There we go. Just had to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, Sol BTC coming down to support as well. So I like what I'm seeing. This is good. Altcoins are really starting to outperform for now, and that's as a result of BTC dominance pushing down the way it is. Okay. In terms of Ethereum, Ethereum has come down, hit the top of this golden pocket zone. Let's see. I'm going to take a volume pull from the beginning of our range to where we are now. We still have pretty good amount of confluence below us in this. I'm more inclined to think E is going to go a little bit lower over time. I think this is a nice looking support zone on ETH. And in my opinion, it's pretty easy to strategize for a potential trade as well. Somewhere right there. So yeah, just getting a temporary bounce here on ETH. I don't see a whole lot of confluence at these levels besides the top of this golden pocket. So something like this, where it goes sideways and down on the 4 hour and then gets a real bounce. That would be the ideal scenario for me. Yeah, we can check Toncoin and Gala. So yeah, Toncoin hit our first TP, second TP, got really close to our third take profit. I was kind of bummed that that didn't hit. It's not surprising though. I should have lowered this one a little bit to coincide with this SR level a little bit more, which is about right here where we rejected from. Um Ton at the moment, it's still uptrending, don't get me wrong. And that's where it basically came. And on that dump, retested trend here, which I like. Um, it's kind of hard to strategize a trade. You're pretty much mid range. You're at resistance, and I I'm 50-50 on it if it breaks here or not. It's a coin flip for me. So on a coin flip, I would not be taking a trade. But like I said, you pretty much have this resistance zone coming up. I think Sherlock took a pretty good short on Ton, didn't he? This got a good rejection here. Did I read that wrong? Did he take one? Does anyone know? He did. Nice. The goat Sherlock. That was a good short here. Came to the top side of the zone. Wonder if it coincided with a fib. Ah, perfect. Yeah, this was a goated short Sherlock took. Perfect SR golden pocket here. Overall, that was a good move down. So hopefully you guys got in that short with him. Yeah, pretty much a coin flip now. Came down. This was a good area to TP as you were retesting this upwards trend. I'm still on my long from down here at 6.9. So if this hits break even, I would actually be inclined at this point because this is trend. I think this would go lower. I think at that point, point, it would come down and retest all the way down here at 6.6. So a trade for me would look something like this. You do have some liquidity about right there on this wick, so something like that. But you would have lost trend by then, so I would only be looking for next resistance, not all the way up here. And then next was Gala. Gala here on the daily. Holding this daily level pretty well here on Gala. Weekly open, just not really helpful, but yearly open is turned into resistance, so that's actually not too hot. Let's pull this fib all the way to the top side of our range. Influence I see on Gala here, and I think this one would require a little bit of patience, would be to wait. Somewhere down here, this daily in 886, you've got your value area low right below it. Look for something like that. These are my favorite types of trades, guys, because you're finally at higher value areas. Like waiting and finally getting to these points where bounces are more likely than not. This is what I like to see. There's only one issue, is that you've broken below this trend here, this bullish trend. So I will say that part isn't great, but it's not necessarily like a death sentence or anything. I think it could come down, form some equal lows here, and then push up. I'll probably just leave the 886 on, so it's not too much chart mumbo jumbo in one thing. You guys want to look at a couple more coins by chance? What's up, Jesse? Yeah, long time no see. How you been, man? Overall, by the way, guys, I just want to give an update on this trade we took on Saturday. So I am, for one, that was when BT is the way I'll put it. So the same trade is there if we get another 4-hour close. I'm not going to be interested anymore. Then I would be looking all the way down here again. It's monthly. I'll get it sent over to you. Just DM. LDO is super strong. It is very huge fan of these weird looking symmetrical triangle patterns personally, but I can't deny that it's there. I like the reclaim of the 50 level on the RSI. And then getting in on the retest here. Because this is longing resistance. I'm not a fan of longing resistance, as all of you guys should also be not doing. So don't long right now. But getting a push above and a retest here, give me something that looks something like this. Take your trade to the upside. I would wait to enter near. I think it's like 2% above our entry, so I would just be patient. I didn't trim or anything yet, so I would just set your limit orders back at my entry and only get in if it actually hits. Because once you start chasing, then your RR decreases, then your risk increases, and usually that does not end well. So can't recommend doing that. Say you've got bullish divergence on the daily. Start out with that. But what else do we got here? Took the lows. Yes, took the lows there. Okay. So big support zone here on say. This is how I'd view it. The RR is good here for a trade. So how you'd go about this is taking your trade here, or you could wait for a stab back into the zone, your choice, and close if the daily closes back below like 298. If that happens, then I would get out of this. Because then you're probably coming down to these levels down here. And I mean, of course, this down here would be a nice trade, but that's much, much lower. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna enter the Say trade here at CMP. Have a DCA in this support box. Stops are if we close under this level 298 on the daily. If that doesn't work out, I'll be looking at this next huge support zone down here. I like the daily bullish divergence that we have right now on Say. Like I said, we do have here. Is LDO pumping already? Dang. That is quite the candle. Yeah, LDO is going for it right now. See when this closes. 2 hours. Oh yeah, it's got time. Not chasing this one though. Still gonna stick to our plan. Yeah, we can check Ordi. Ordi did sweep these lows from last Tuesday. But this one's tough. So I like the sweep, but it's just looking weak. Don't like to see that. This weakness is also partly because of Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin is weak, then Ordi's going to be weak too. Yeah, next area I'd be looking at on Ordi is coming down to 27.5 or so. Yeah, my Ordi spot bag's definitely taking a hit, unfortunately, but it's just how it goes sometimes. You've got a potential for some 12-hour bullish div if this turns up here. Price action starts turning up, but currently price action is still bearish. So this, yeah, we can take a look at total 3. I'm sure that it's honestly actually bouncing today. It is not. Ooh, not looking that great. So yeah, next level in total 3 I'm looking at is 565 billion. I could see the low being put in there. Take it, let's compare it to just total, see what that's looking at like today. Total is taking a way bigger hit. But total is, see, let's look at the daily RSI. Total can put in some hidden bullish divergence if it closes dailies anywhere above these last lows here. So you do have the potential for hidden bullish divs on total. Lowest lows since August 23 on total. This basically is matching the Bitcoin chart. So I'm not overly bearish on total. I think if we could come down, hit these lows, close above them, and that would be bullish still. However, you start losing those lows and bad things happen. This is like Bitcoin at 50K, 45 to 50K down here, pretty much. Because this is Bitcoin from 70 to 60, right? 18% move down. So another 18%. That that right there is like 45 to 50K Bitcoin. So lose the daily here on total, get to low prices. I mean, I would be very careful trying to long ordy. This is not showing strength right now. You are at support, that's true, but I would honestly wait to long ordy and wait for something like this, a push up back above that support somewhere like over here. Once you see price action start to develop, go sideways, put in some local higher highs, and then jump in like that. I would not be trying to time this low. Let's see. I'm checking your chart, Quantum, LDO. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like LDO's at a place where I'm honestly thinking that it pushes higher. It looks like it's gonna push higher. Like it looks kind of like the USTD dominance chart. Not gonna lie, it's similar to that with it's putting in a 4 hour higher high to put in a higher low, and it looks like it's wanting to put in another higher high. So LDO strong. I mean, this is 15-minute candle. It's about to close above this resistance line. Yeah. I mean, LDO looks pretty good. You've got another SR level about right here where you already got your bounce from. So yeah, just be patient here on LDO, guys. I think there's gonna Are you saying that I'll give you the optimal trade entry? Oh, you already got in? I got you. Nice. You should be in good profits, and I bet. Yeah, it is an interesting looking harmonic here. We'll see if it plays out. So yeah, guys, on this say play, I'm gonna look to TP about right here, around 391 or so. Oh man, liquidation, man. I hope you're on isolated, not cross. It's not gonna liquidate your whole port. All right, guys. Well, that is pretty much all I got for today. I hope you guys have a great Monday. Hope you guys get a get some nice time to chill. I know that the market's scary right now, but don't worry, guys. Just like remember, on that Friday, whenever Bitcoin dumped 5%, do you guys remember on that huge dumpity dump? And we pretty much marked a whole reversal in PA from that day. And we started pushing up. Everything started slow. I mean, we started pushing down. Everything started bleeding. Like the whole sentiment, everything changed in the market on that Friday, and price action just completely changed. That can happen in one day in the bullish side too. So don't get overly bearish. Be patient. We'll hit it, and there'll be opportunity ahead. Just preserve your capital is my main thing. Please preserve your capital. All right, preserve your capital, and we'll be good. All right, guys. Have a great Monday, and I'll catch you guys soon. Okay. All right. Peace.